In today's InDesign tutorial on how to design a business card, I'm going to show you some cool techniques that you can add an image into text or shapes, perfect for this neat business card that you can see on screen right now. In today's InDesign business card tutorial, I'm going to walk you guys through parts of the design process, but the main thing today is to show you some neat tricks on how to place images inside of text and custom shapes for your business card design. First, however, we need an InDesign document for our business card design. Go up to File and choose a new document. Today's business card is going to be portrait, and so use millimeter measurements of 55mm by 85mm, which is a pretty standard size for business cards. We want to have 2 pages obviously because the business card is double-sided, and we also want to adjust the margin to something like 8mm. If you click the link icon, it's going to add that measurement around all 4 sides. More importantly, you want to add a 3mm bleed so the printers can effectively cut out your design without the important information being cut away. So when you're ready, click OK to generate the InDesign document for your business card design. When we import imagery into InDesign, we want to make sure the imagery is high quality, and to do this, we need to make a Photoshop document beforehand. We're not going to design the business card in Photoshop, but we just need to make sure the image itself is going to be high quality. Make a new Photoshop document and make it the same size as your business card plus the 3mm bleed. So you're going to have 6mm more height and 6mm more width, which equates to 61mm by 91mm. Make sure the resolution is 300 ppi and the CMYK is the color mode for print. This is going to be the image that I use for my design in this business card tutorial, and I want to show you how to do interesting things in InDesign next. But finally, however, we need to save the image as a high quality JPEG in Photoshop first. So back over in InDesign, take the rectangle frame tool and carefully draw a box around the edges right up to the bleeds like so. You can then take the selection tool and place the image in place by heading up to File, Place and locating the image that you just saved in Photoshop. It should fit perfectly if you made the Photoshop document correctly, including a 3mm bleed. Also, make sure your view mode in InDesign is set to high quality, because sometimes it can be set to typical display by default. For the front of my business card design, I wanted to add some contemporary type using my name. And to do this, I took the type tool from the toolbar and then I drew out a box. I will copy this type with Command or Control C because I want to use it later. I'm using a font called Lemon Milk in case you want to know. Now, on this section of my business card, things are very standard, but I'm going to show you some neat tricks using the side below in this business card tutorial. If you look at the bottom left on your screen, you will notice 2 boxes that are the color palettes, which are quite similar to the ones in Illustrator. To make a white background for the second side of the business card, take the rectangle tool and draw a box over the entire page. Make sure you have a white fill with no stroke. We can lock this shape down in place so it doesn't move around whilst we finish the business card design. Pressing Command or Control V will paste the copy text in place, and then select the text and change its color like so. I'm going to show you how to place an image within this text, something you can apply to your very own business card design using Adobe InDesign. First, resize and reposition your text, and then press Command or Control T for the type window. We need to first outline the type, which you can do like so, and it works similar to how we do it in Adobe Illustrator. Then simply go up to File and Place, and then make sure you have the Place Selected Item box at the very bottom selected. From here you can use the selection tools to move the image around within the text. This effect can be also when used correctly for a business card design. Today's InDesign tutorial is a way to show you some tricks and techniques with business card design, and then you go away and use your own creativity for your very own designs. Before we export the business card for print in Adobe InDesign, we're going to explore one more technique. You're going to find the pen tool in the toolbar, and with this tool you can actually draw out custom shapes, much like you would in Photoshop or Illustrator. Once you have your custom shape, you can then go through the same process as we did just now, and that is to go up to File and Place and locate your image in your design. The image is going to be placed within the shape as a kind of frame, and again this technique is awesome for print business card designs and when using Adobe InDesign in general. When you do have your business card ready for print, you need to select all of the text boxes by holding down Shift on your keyboard and clicking each one at a time. Then, as we would do in Illustrator, outline the text. We do this so the printer will have no issues recognizing the fonts when the business card is printed. The best file format for print when using InDesign is PDF, I feel. So locate PDF in the export window like so. Use the most recent version of Acrobat, and then I'm going to use a 2-up facing style layout. The compression should be fine by default, and I use the printer max here, but make sure you use the document bleed settings. The other settings for the most part are going to be fine by default. And any warnings you have will be flagged here, and as you can see I have none. So once you've exported it, you can view your business card design in Acrobat, and you're going to notice these lines in the corner. These are the printer marks that represent the bleed and the crop. The printer will use these to cut away the excess of your design. So there is today's business card tutorial in InDesign brought to you by Satori Graphics. I hope you found these techniques useful for your very own business card designs. I would like to remind you all that I have a recent custom font ready for download on my portfolio website. It's a custom handmade font in a script kind of style. So if you want to download it and help out the channel, as well as having a unique and custom font, head over to my website via the card in the top right corner. Also, I mentioned last week that I'm working on my in-depth course and vectors website. That's going to be launching in July, and this is how it's looking at the moment. Obviously there's a lot of work still to be done on it, but it's getting there slowly but surely. I'm going to have courses for all kinds of designers on there, as well as vectors and other designs for download. So stay tuned for news on that, and of course if you did like today's video, drop a like and a comment down below. If you found my content useful here at Satori Graphics, share it on social media so other people can see it too. I'm going to be back on Wednesday because this week I've got so little time on my hands, Typography Tuesday will have to wait off for a bit. But once this website is finished, everything is going to go back to normal here on YouTube at Satori Graphics. Until next time guys, design your future today. Peace.